Hi Sagittarius, how are we today? Oh, sorry, a bit of a Sagittarius. We are doing your you versus them reading. So looking at your person and their current thoughts and feelings towards you at this time. Um, Today we're using the Rainas Do Fogo deck, which is the Fire Queens deck. So definitely in some really great fire energy with these cards today. So firstly, we're going to just check what sort of energy Sagittarius are finding themselves in currently when it comes to this connection, and your person's energy toward you, and the joint energy for you both there today as well. So the energy you're in today is the Ring card we've drawn for you there. So the Ring really does talk about, strong commitments and relationships. It can also talk about cycles. So this could be a brand new cycle that's starting, or we could be pretty much anywhere in that cycle. But really that focus on that strong sense of loyalty and commitment to yourself as well at this time. The Ring being a really positive love message card as well. So if we do have, you know, someone in mind and we are already in a connection, that energy coming from you is super strong with that at the moment. Now, your person's energy today is the Mouse. So the Mouse can talk about, things really nibbling away at your thoughts. Now, to be completely honest, Sagittarius, this is the second time I'm doing your reading. I obviously I had some dramas with the filming of the first reading, so I wasn't able to, capture that same essence. So I am redrawing the cards. In the first reading, though, I did have the Thoughts card, and so this is really the same sort of energy. The person really stuck in their thoughts at this current time, something sort of nibbling away at the back of their brain, that they're sort of going over and over in their head with that at the moment. So sometimes the Mouse card can talk about loss, those sorts of things. So it might be things that they've lost in the past that are sort of nibbling away at them a little bit at the moment, eating away at their brain space. They are a little bit stuck in their head, I feel, at the current time when it comes to this connection. They may just have some personal things eating away at them there. It's not necessarily talking about you, but we are seeing that Fox energy as the joint energy. So really both sort of looking at, responsibilities at this time. What are your responsibilities to this connection? What are your responsibilities elsewhere? Trying to sort of balance that all out. The Fox really does talk about that survival instinct. So it can be sort of talking about, the things that we need to do to survive. So it does have that element also of, career stuff a lot of the time weighing heavily on people's mind when I see the Fox card. It can also be a bit of a shapeshifter energy as well. So sort of wanting to shift out of, obviously your person has some things, nibbling away at them, and wanting to sort of shift out of that energy for the survival of the connection, of the relationship. We're sort of seeing that both focused on doing what's needed, what's necessary at this time. But we'll have a look at your person's direct thoughts and feelings towards you today, Sagittarius. Your person's thoughts and feelings towards Sagittarius. And their intentions when it comes to this connection. The person's intentions when it comes to this connection with Sagittarius, please. Okay, so for their thoughts and feelings, we are seeing the Woman, and that's the Coffin card in the traditional deck. It does look a bit daunting in this particular deck, with the skull imagery there, but that is the Coffin card in the traditional decks. And with the Woman there as well, whichever the feminine is within the connection, your person's thoughts and feelings are directed towards the feminine energy at the moment. So it could also be, when we're talking about things nibbling away at them. Some past energy might be coming through with a woman in the past or a woman of importance from the past. Sometimes that can be somebody's mother. So your person may be thinking a lot about their mother. There may be something going on with their mother at this time, or things that have the way that they're the way that they have been mothered could be relevant to the things that are going through their brain at this time, the things that are chewing away at them. A lot of the time we do find, the way that you were raised by your mother does impact upon how you behave towards people, towards love, and future relationships. So that may be something that, something that's happened in their childhood with their mother may be impacting this connection now, just in the sense of the way that they deal with things or those sorts of things. But if you are the feminine in the relationship, it could just be talking about, they're thinking a lot about you at this current time. Their feelings are just drawn to you. With the coffin card there, the coffin really does once again talk about those cycles that we mentioned with the ring card there as well. So, with every ending, there is a new beginning. So, we all need, death brings rebirth. That sort of a vibe comes through with that. So, we are sort of looking at closing out some cycles that may have happened in the past, closing out some behaviors of the ways that we used to deal with things, closing those out so that we can begin again, basically, and we can be reborn again. So yeah, it's really feeling like that's connected to your person's energy there. So really feeling that, they are sort of wanting to close out some of these negatives that they may have nibbling away in their brain, wanting to shut the lid on those so that we can move into a period of rebirth when it comes to that sort of a thing. Now, with their intentions, we do see the rider card there. So he's like the knight. As you can see, that he's the knight in flames at the moment. So he does bring with him a lot of passion and desire as well. So their intentions are to sort of bring in some good news when it comes to this connection. The rider is always a positive, good news type character. And he also has, in this deck, he also has that, yes, that element of desire and passion towards you as well as, he is a knight. It's very difficult to see him hiding there in all the flames, but he is, wearing armor, and he is sort of a knight depicted there in this particular deck. So, bringing in that protection element as well, wanting to fight off all the bad and protect you from the flames, so to speak. With the Lenormand, we are really imagery based. So all those sorts of images do come to mind with this particular card, and once again with the heavy flames in the ring there, it really feels as though he's sort of wanting to protect this relationship energy that you're in, wanting to really protect this commitment and whatnot. So that's actually a really lovely energy for the intentions there. So we'll have a look at the actions coming through with the fairy tale, I should say, the fairy tale Lenormand there. So what actions should Sagittarius and their person be seeing in the near future when it comes to this connection? Sagittarius and their person, actions in the near future. Okay, so we have the moon card there, the heart card as well, and the crossroads. Okay, so obviously straight away everyone loves to see the love card. So with the moon card there, we are talking sort of about that emotional driver of the love space, so wanting to get back into that love space there, but we are stuck in a little bit of an emotional feeling at the moment. We do have a full moon occurring this week as well, so we might be seeing some more loving energy headed your way when the full moon comes into play. Obviously we do see the moon energy on either side of the full moon as well, so definitely talking about the near future if that's what that's referring to. The moon does have a really good sense of, beauty and luck and those sorts of things attached to it as well. And with the heart there, obviously beautiful imagery talking about being in that loving zone, that love space, those sorts of things. And with the road there, we do see that is sort of following your path. There may be some choices coming up. Just give me a moment. That noise in the background, I'm sorry, my fan is about to go crazy. So I'll just turn that off. Sorry. I'm having a roll today with you guys. You're reading, I've just got so many background noises happening today, so I am very sorry about that. Um, but with the road card there, yeah, definitely following your path. We do see with that is the main sort of message I'm getting from that. And there may be some choices when it comes to this connection. There may be some upcoming choices, whether we choose to allow ourselves to be stuck in those energies where we are getting things nibbling away at us. Whether we're stuck in those old cycles of that we are needing to close out. It is a decision, it is a change that we need to make in order to close off anything in the past and choose that new beginning. It is always a choice. So we are seeing a bit of free will come into play here. But with the heart, I really feel as though that's the sort of energy we're trying to keep in mind. It really is the main action coming through that. So any of the choices that whichever path we take, it's headed towards this love energy. So that's a really fantastic thing, because no matter what path we take, we always are following the path, our path, and we will get where we need to be eventually, one way or another. We might just be taking the scenic route some days instead, but I will draw some oracles for you as well. Firstly, I have the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck there. So for Sagittarius and their person, please. Heart with a key is what we have drawn there today. So that says there, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. So I really feel that the message there is, opening your heart. As we saw the heart card there, they're making that choice. They're making that decision to open their heart to you. By the feel of that, and that's why we saw the rider coming through with the intentions as well. So they're bringing in this good news that, look, I'm choosing to open my heart to you and let you in on what's been going on in my mind. Like I've been stuck in my thoughts. I've had these things eating away at me, and it really does feel as though they're sort of opening up now and bringing that back around. They know that I feel that they know that you're in this beautiful energy all by yourself. So I feel that they're sort of realizing that and coming to that conclusion that they do need to let you in, and they do need to close out those old behaviors and cycles and sort of go from there and work into the more positive aspects. But I do have the magical messages from the fairies as well. So we'll see what they have to say for you, Sagittarius. Okay, and we have the Sun card, as in your son or a son. One or both of you may have children. So if either of you do have children, that may be relevant. But also going back to what I was saying about the woman card, it may just be more sort of talking about that. So when I did mention that we may have some things about our mother, or your persons may have some things about their mother, we are looking at a mother and son in this reading. So obviously flip it if that matches your story. Obviously, and resonates better for you, but we are sort of seeing a mother and son. So there's something about something about that particular relationship, maybe the way that they've learnt to show love, the way that they've learnt to deal with things in life, deal with certain behaviors, and behave certain ways that may be important, and it may be connected to their mother once again. So we are seeing the son come through, but it does say your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So whoever we're referring to with the sun card there, whether that's an actual child or we're actually just talking about that energy of your person back again, they're protected and they're going to make the right choices. They are being watched over. So the choices that they do make are going to be protected choices and lead them on the right path. So it is just sort of just that someone out there that's going to really resonate for. So if you yourself have a child, or your person has a child, and you have been a bit of, there's been some concerns, know that the son, whoever the son is in this story, they're protected and being watched over. So they're going to be fine one way or another. And it's just giving you that, that childlike sense as well. So, we do find children do come into the world with this amazing sense of innocence and, wonder and joy at everything in life. So it's just sort of getting back to that, really getting back to that energy of that innocence, and that sort of a feel, starting that journey in the infancy stages, going back to when you were young, and so if there is any issues we're dealing with, maybe we're looking at some childhood issues that need to be dealt with in order to close out those old cycles and move on forward. Let me know how that resonates for you guys, if you even have a son, or who the son is in that situation. But let me know in the comments. And if you do leave a comment, just be aware that, when I do hit 100 subscribers, I will be offering a free reading to somebody who has commented on one of my videos. So make sure you leave a comment if you want to be in the running for that. And you will need to be a subscriber as well, so that you will know when that comes around as well. But if this is where we leave you, that's fine as well. But thank you for your time today, Sagittarius, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.